Yo, what is up, my greens? Maxi off the top. Welcome to Master Duel, motherfuckers. Yeah, we got the almighty, Rikka gameplay. This is an original kind of OG type of Rikka stuff. You see me using Rikka Princess here, negating stuff. Ooh, they kaiju me, so that makes me annoyed. My Hyperiton won't be able to have a negate out. That's okay. That's why I hard drew the Imperm for. Oh no, Heaven Drag. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This is not looking good. They're going to shoot a bounce their kaiju back. I thought they were going to kaiju me again. But no, they decide not to. Instead of Barone, I was surprised they go for, Supreme Sovereign. I thought that was interesting. I think they could have won if they would have Barone maybe instead. But maybe they might have been warm blocked. I don't know. I don't feel like reading all those cards. Anyway. Rikka KonKon. And that's it. That's it. My opponent has had enough. So, on to game 2, guys. This is going to be the Rikka gameplay, and I was putting on a fucking clinic for this World Cup qualifier, World Championship qualifier. So, So, that first game I had an ideal hand. The second game I kind of break a little bit. I'm forced to kind of go right into my, what do you call this? Therion King Regulus play right away, which is fine. You know, a Barone Omni Negate is always good. And just a random Hero Mage just to get the Berea engrave. But yeah, that's pretty much the idea behind this. Ooh, I knew they would have it evenly, so I was just going to send that to grave, negate that. Oh, they thought they were slick with Flu. Ooh, that's why I had the Ash. Boy! Double negate, -2, set 2, pass to me. Okay. I mean, I think they have the trap that lets a normal summon. Oh, anti-spell fragrance. Okay, okay. Interesting. Well, let me just summon the second one and the Cactus Bouncer and attack you for game because you got a Master Board. Oh, you want to let me get in for game? You're that salty. I thought you were a qualifier in 2022 last time. Aw, buddy. All right, guys. Oh, I forgot to say B from the last one. Whatever, man. This is going to be more of a Rikka KonKontrol type of thing, I guess I should say, because that first replay was pretty much regular, and then I took out the call by slowly, I put more emphasis on the Cactus Bouncers. Because I'm a fucking bastard. All right, BR. All right. You guys don't need to see a Rikka board, because even though I'm playing... Oh my god. They did all this to bait out my Regulon. I wasn't able to do that since they were going to negate Forbidden Droplet, so... Wow, and they got rid of my KonKon. And the grass is greener. And it's Infernoid Lair. Oh my god, and they pop all my fucking shit. No, my spell traps. I should have put that Maxi in sooner. But they are able to negate that. Yeah, I should have done that as soon as they sent off that fucking, I forgot I can't chain it to their special summons from the grave for the Infernoids. I should know this. Shout out to Rin playing against an Infernoid Lair. Oh boy, and of course... They have fucking, what's her name? The Light Charmer. Okay. And they pop this because they don't know how to read, despite them playing Graveyard effect deck. So they pretty much waste their Access Code Talker, it feels like, on just the Arrow Mage instead of the Cactus Bouncer, which I think they should be extremely concerned about. Because it helped top decking into Rikka KonKon for sure. Because now I'm able to just tribute for costs. Draw 2. What do I want to do now? Just attacking for game because now I have more life points. So in the future, it's nice if like I want to go into Arrow Mage, Jasmine, or Serum, or whatever it's called. Write the link to because if I have more life points, whatever it points to can't be destroyed by battle. So that's pretty fucking pog if you ask me. Yeah, so it's just over for my opponent. I'm just gonna hard summon this guy, bring out the second copy of KonKon to keep up the control in case they are able to bring out an Infernoid or like, you know what I mean? You never know when it's like an Imperm, right? Or again another Forbidden Droplet that they could have. But they didn't draw the out and they eat shit. So fuck you, motherfucker. B, even though I didn't say BRB probably the last 6 times, whatever. Fuck it. So this is just going to be a good example of why I've been pivoting more into the KonKon stuff. Because, like, I took out the call by, right? We got Cash as a really popular deck. You saw in the first game or replay, but I was just like, let me see if I can make a more control-oriented deck where I could still have this on Avalon line, but I have a plan B, which is Cactus Bouncer right here. Again, I strategically made that so that I wouldn't have a normal summon. The effect failure really pissed me the fuck off. I'm like, oh boy. So what am I assume probably some type of, excuse me, hit the mic, math mech. If they have effect failure or sword soul. So either way, I don't want to give them any more special summons besides this teardrop, Rikka Queen here, and just normal summon the Cactus Bouncer. And I throw one of my own maxis off just for good measure. They go all the way to battle phase. They realize they can't beat over the dude, and they set one and pass. So it was actually a Dragon Link in this instance. And I tribute in the end phase. You could make an argument where I could have saved it for this, for the extra 200 attack points on Teardrop, but I don't really give a fuck. Rikka Petal, add Mudan. In case stuff goes south, right, I want to start grabbing the field and all that control-oriented stuff again. And if stuff goes south, I'll have Rikka Petal and Grave, hypothetically. So they try to attack over Cactus or Crash, and I'm about to tribute again, and they say, no thank you. So, GG, no. Here's going to be another example of why I was pivoting more towards, again, the control Cactus Bouncer, because they instantly maxing me off of my unexpected die. I would still probably keep 2 to 3 unexpected die in this, because a free Sunseed Loci is just a free Sunseed Loci. But instead of trying to find my theory online, I'm just going to try to rank 8 and Bouncer, you know, control again. I could still search out my Therion stuff anyway, just to have it for the follow-up, but I won't be able to special summon Therion, King, Regulus, because I'm locked into plants, because of pretty much all the Rikka effects, except for Mudan, lock you into that, and that was good enough. Just Bouncer and Borea were just perfectly enough. So, on to the next. I know what you guys are thinking. Those games were quick. Those were all you going first. Typical Rikka Sun Avalon bullshit. Fuck you. I don't like the way you look. Blah. You know, all that typical stuff I get in my comments. I'm just kidding. I don't get any hate comments. But those are welcome. I appreciate the ad revenue and the algorithm boost. But yeah, here's karma. In the in the event, right? The second stage of the event, I'm going against, of course, Stun. And here's where I misplay, not quite yet. I'll put this fast up, but I have the Imperm, right? So they don't have a Maxi, they don't have anything for this, no Solemn, right? For that Imperm, I'll, hit the ground running, right? So my thing was I really need to get to the field spell and tribute over that Fossil Dyna, because I keep comboing, I'm running out of time because I'm really just thinking about what I could do. I'm trying to bait out that last interaction, which was a Compulse. I'm like, cool. They don't have any more interruptions, I don't think. So now I'm able to go into the field, right? And I bring out the field. I'm like, okay, I should have just searched. Or did I already use a... Uh-oh. Did I already use the fucking... Rikka spell? I did. Okay, so I couldn't tribute it. But I could have for that effect, actually. I could have for that, for this effect, for the Snowdrop Rikka Fairy effect. So that was a misplay on my part. I knew I could have done that, and I spaced out, and I attacked him. I'm like, oh my fucking god, I'm stupid. At least I still have more life points, so I'm able to get rid of this Mudan here. And they can't attack me, but as long as I have Arrow Mage and these 200 life points, they won't be able to destroy my Hyperiton, even if they're attacking over it. So I start setting cards. I'm like, oh boy. Yeah, I need to get myself to another Rikka card. That's why it was also a mistake tributing over Mudan, actually, because then I could have just, with Mudan on the field, I could have Rikka KonKontrol again, searched out another Glamour, and then tribute for cost. Because it wouldn't matter if they Solemn that, essentially. You still got to pay costs. So they do have the Solemn for that Imperm, which is a little annoying, but not the end of the world, because look at our life points difference again. So they're literally not going to beat over this Arrow Mage, Aromaseraphy Jasmine. Jesus Christ. Aromaseraphy Jasmine and the Hyperiton. But then they have the fucking Barrier Statue of the Torrent, which actually isn't the end of the world. If you guys remember, all of the Rikka cards are actually water attributes. So my priority is still going to be the Fossil Dyna, getting rid of that. And here's my genius play here. I'm going to destroy the Arrow Mage Laurel there to get the life point boost. to be able to search what I want. Go to main phase 2, tribute over Hyperiton. It's not doing anything because this is a normal. Oh, and they got the second Solemn there, so they're even lower on life points. Oh boy. But my plan was to grab the Rikka Glamour and tribute over for cost, right? And then I spaced out and I didn't set the evenly match there, which was insanely stupid. Insanely stupid. Yeah, because I could have just... I don't know why they attacked over this time. Maybe a little bit of BM. They thought they were cool. Pulling off this Rikka Stun at the second stage of the World Qualifier. But it doesn't matter. I was putting on a clinic, and I drew the out for the Fossil Dyna. And they still have a Dogmatica Punishment, which is fine. At this point, I knew that I got really lucky with this Jasmine here. It wasn't going to be, you know, it wasn't meant for this Earth. Long for this Earth, right? So, I don't know why they paid the life points on that. They forgot about their own Necro Valley. So, I'm able to, you know, bring out Princess. Because, again, I'm able to special summon it because of the water. And then I'm able in defense. And then Rikka Glamour for with the KonKon. They beat over this. But guess what? I have a pedal in there. But before that, actually, evenly, that time I did it. So I'm able to clear a lot of their board. And I'm really in this game. I bet they're kicking themselves why they didn't have the fire statue, right? Because literally I would have lost if they had the fire statue. Well, nah, I would have tributed for cost, but like I did there. And yeah, they didn't want to let me attack for game. Salty stun player. So here's the karma. Here's a longer replay. And yes, I could play going second. It's against stun. And spoiler alert, the next one might also be. So stick around. Also, my last opponent's name was Luffy, like Luffy D. Monkey from One Piece. They don't deserve that fucking name after what they're playing here. And here, this is interesting. I'm like, oh, Grand Maju, right? Here's another stun. Yes, it's stun, but it's a little bit different. But I get the Imperm again, and that's not solemn because I'm the fucking GOAT. Oh, boy. And they floodgate me out. I'm like, oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Okay, summon limit, and there can only be one. There could be only one. So... how is this gonna work? And I didn't realize how this would work with these two out. I thought me protecting that would let me choose again, but no. I think I forgot because Loci was out first. It just defaults to that being the automatic choice. So it's a misplay, but it's a really tough game mechanic to keep track of. But we're chilling. We're chilling. I'm gonna again chip you for cost. Let's get rid of Dino again. Fuck you. Fuck your mother. And there's just a little bit of follow up for next turn. They put the equip back at the top of their deck. They're going to equip it with the barrier statue, which is a little weird to me because they know that... I guess they thought they're going to get rid of my only Rikka card, but no, they know I have the princess, so they know I'm still going to search another Glamour out. Like, I'm literally going to search another Glamour out. Yep. Tribute for cost. Okay, and now I get special summon. However, I'm limited to one more summon because of summon limit. And they do that again. I'm like, I have no idea why they keep... Because that's just essentially looping yourself. That tells me they have something else in their hand, right, that they can make use of in their deck. Oh, holy fuck. Well, good thing I have the second Rikka Princess in my hand. And negate and tribute for cost. That Unicorn, because that definitely could have changed the tide of the game. They still have a Scareclaw Kashtira, which is fine, considering I'm still going to be able to Rikka Petal. And that saves me a summon under summon limits. So I still can summon twice. And Regulus is going to be one. And the Rikka Glamour, you guys know the drill. A tribute for cost. And I think I bring a Cactus Bouncer down. Or, yeah, before I could even do anything else. They just quit. And let me see what their ranking was. They were high up. Yeah, the last two guys were Master 1. Both of these stun players in the second stage of the World Qualifier thought that they would get high up with fucking stun, which is disgusting. This one was at least Kashtira Stun, but that disgraces Kashtira's name. So, all right, let's keep this short. On to the next few. These ones will be quicker, I promise, okay? A, B. Oh, yeah, me going second again. And, of course, I'm going against a person called Ban Maxi. And I send my Maxi there, and they have Thrust, which I luckily have the Ash. Some people are just built different. Anyway, let's put this back to fast forward. Oh, they passed to me. I already have full combo with Unexpected Die, unless, of course, they have, some type of interaction with Ash or Nibiru, right? Imperm. So let's see what they're doing, right? I'm hitting the ground running. I'm full force. Full force virusing up in this bitch. Maybe I should have paused for this. But I could talk a little bit. Oh, they were able to nib me. That's why I saved this game. I'm like, okay, well, Rikka could still play around the nib, right? Tribute for cost. I got Mudan. Grab my Glamour. I normal my Rikka Petal since I figure I'm not going to cactus bouncer my way out of this game. I still go into Jasmine, bring out my Laurel, tribute my Laurel this time so I could gain the life points, and I still get a third search essentially. So I just pulled 3 cards out of my ass, and guess what? I could still do a little bit of a theory online. I'm plant locked again, right? So I can't bring out Regulus, which is why I don't put that field spell down, and I want KonKon out. But you guys can see the line, right? I'm like, well, I'm just going to have Borea out, and I'm just going to grab a Glamour for follow-up for next turn. Let me attack for a bunch. It's not going to be game. I think there might have been a way to do a line that was game. I think instead of searching out the Snowdrop, I could have got maybe... I don't know. It was hard to know. I thought it was just better to have her to tribute while I take one of their monsters. So I'm actually going against Scareclaw, Kashtira, right? So here's where I decide, yep, let me tribute my own guy, take their Link, because I know they like to revive the Link from grave. You could have made the argument that maybe I could have just saved that for, you know, their Tri-Heart here. I thought I could negate it, but I couldn't, right? Because it's unaffected, puts me to defense. It pops my KonKon. I'm like, fucking bitch. And I couldn't. I'm able to negate this Scareclaw Kashtira, literally here, and I make a big misplay. I ban. I don't know. I should just let them destroy it and put it in the grave. I have no idea why I didn't take that. I took 2,900 more attack than I needed to. I did have a Petal in grave, but because I tributed my only Rikka card that last turn, I couldn't use KonKon's effect to tribute the Scareclaw Tri-Heart. So that kind of was a misplay. I think I took 3k more damage essentially than I needed to. But you know what? We're playing Rikka, bro. It didn't even matter, dude. And I was going second, but I had Maxi. So, you know, tribute for cost. And I'm just pretty much poised to win at this point. Put everything into attack. Summon the Cactus Bouncer. And they don't let me attack for game. Again, these are the saltiest tryhards in the world. Oh, man. Okay. A, B. Let's try this again. See these nuts in your mouth, boy. That's what I should have said the last time. I'm slipping all day this episode. And of course, I drew the Maxi off the top, which is karma for that last replay. So don't worry, there's balance in the universe. But I do have thrust. I run 3 in this deck, by the way. So there's no excuse why I shouldn't have been seeing this sooner. But at least I'm able to evenly clear that. So I think in retrospect, the only thing I should have done differently, I should have let off with the Rikka KonKon. That will make them shit themselves and instantly banish that. But here I try kind of going into these things right away and these lines, which is fine. I don't have the 4th guy because low size banished, right? So I'm still going to be able to Arrow Mage here. And here's where I KonKon, and then they banish. I'm like, okay. They don't know that I have the Mudan. That's the only reason why I did that play in that sequence. But I think I should just KonKon right away to get that banish out without fear. And then try to figure out a way to tribute that so that I could have gone back to my grave more reliably. But it worked out, right? I could tribute for cost. Essentially, I did what I did in like my Monarch Kashtira type of decks, right? I evenly them, go in second, and I tribute for cost, or just tribute over their big boss. It works with Pearly, works against Kashtira, works against a lot of guys that have just, you know, those 1 to 2 big boss monsters on the field. So it's a little bit of an unorthodox line, but I'm still able to get the Laurel off to get the extra search into my Borea. I believe I am plant locked at this point. So I just figured, I have 800 more life points. Seraphy or Jasmine should be able to keep me alive, and a Maxi off the top. And they scoop. That might not have been as climactic as you guys thought, but it still took a lot of skill to break down that board to show that Rikka could go second. Rikka could theoretically play into Kashtira. But I think that what I'm trying to show with this video, guys, is that I think I want to make an actual full-on Rikka control deck, but still have a little bit of that Sun Avalon engine, but just have like more of those options. I know there's other control options, like there's that Naturia card that lets you only set 1 spell trap card per turn, and then there's the one that like pops spell trap card that's like maybe it might be a Predaplant Orchid or something like that. So there's like more of these control options that are out there that I think could work with Rikka. And who knows, maybe I could do a Rikka Lair of Darkness deck profile. If you guys are giving love to that video, crazily, it hit like 350 views as of now. But yeah, this is essentially just a collection of replays of the clinic that I put on. I could only play yesterday when I was on the train back home. So that's why it was just these 9 replays of like me just demolishing. I only got like 10,000 points, I think, for this qualifier. So I'm going to stop rambling. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know if you want to see more Rikka. But I could pivot to some more Lair of Darkness gameplay. I know that's what you guys want. I know that's what the algorithm wants. And it is my favorite deck of all time. So I think it is time for me to make that return. All right. Stay green, motherfuckers.